welcome back to Lazuras ASMR. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys. I am going to be showing you my entire hat collection. You're going to be seeing some of these hats up close, as well as many more. I can't wait to share this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Okay guys, so my first collection of hats are going to be my Miami/Florida Marlins baseball caps. This first one that I'm showing you is from their new logo that they released last year. So whenever a sports team changes their logo, it's a pretty big deal. Some sports teams have had different logos, and some sports teams have also had the same logos during their entire existence. The Florida/Miami Marlins have had 3 different logos. The hats that I have are from their first logo to their latest logo, which is this one right here. This is also one of my favorite brands of hat. This is a 47 brand, and it's a dad cap. One of my favorite styles to wear. So this next style that I'm going to show you is another 47 brand, and this is their original logo when they were the Florida Marlins. This is personally my favorite logo of the Florida/Miami Marlins. Another 47 style cap. This one is not a dad cap. I believe these are called the franchise style hats, where they don't have an opening here in the back. There it says Marlins. And again, this is my favorite logo of the Florida Marlins before they became the Miami Marlins. I'm a big fan, as you guys are going to see. I'm a big fan of these types of dad caps. So this one is the Florida Marlins. This next Florida Marlins hat is probably the most important one that I own, and my ultimate favorite, because this one is the World Series Florida Marlins championship hat. This is a very special hat for me. As you can see, 2003 World Series champions. And right here on the bill, it says 100th year anniversary. So that's something that is pretty cool to say, that your sports team won the 100th anniversary of the World Series by defeating, I guess, one of the best teams in baseball history, which are the New York Yankees. So I take a lot of pride in this hat, in this championship for the Marlins. It also has some embroidery here. That is the World Series championship trophy. And then on the back, 2003 2003 World Series champions. And then it says 100th anniversary of the World Series. So this hat, again, means a lot to me. Thanks to my dad, I grew up a sports fan, and I follow and love all of the teams from Florida, mostly Miami. So this is my most prized Florida Marlins cap. Now, on to my next set of hats. This is from my other favorite team. This is the NFL football Miami Dolphins. This hat here is a Mitchell and Ness throwback Miami Dolphins snapback. This is the latest sports hat that I bought myself. I just got this a couple of weeks ago. It's a Mitchell and Ness. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Mitchell and Ness brand. These are probably one of the most popular brands when it comes to sports and things like that. So this is also my favorite Miami Dolphins logo. As you guys are going to see, they also changed their logos throughout the year, but I'm always a fan of the classic logos. So this one here I think is absolutely beautiful, and it's my favorite. So this is my latest Miami Dolphins hat that I purchased here. Now, this next hat here is from their latest logo, and this one I believe was for the 2019 NFL draft hat. It's this one right here. I really love how it's a black hat. I can pretty much wear this with anything. The logo is made out of rubber here. I think it looks really, really cool. This is a new era brand of cap, also probably the most famous brand for sports when it comes to hats. On the back you have the NFL logo. This is another favorite style of mine. It is a snapback slash dad cap. And then on this side it says Go Fins for Go Dolphins. So another one of my go-to hats. I wear this a lot more than probably any of the other dolphin caps that I'm about to show you guys. This next one here is another version of the draft hats. Please forgive me because I totally forgot what year this is from, but this is another one of my favorites. I think this one's really unique and really cool. So as you can see, this is like a reflective here. I don't really know, it's like a plastic material, but this looks very, very awesome to me. Got the bill, looks very unique as well. New era logo on it. Also the top here has like these little metal things all around it. You have the NFL logo right there. And my absolute favorite part of this hat has to be underneath on the bill. So check this out. That is awesome. I love it so much. And I didn't mention it earlier, but this is called a fitted hat, so there's no opening on the back. For those wondering, this is like the size of my head. Or I think it used to be, I don't know if it's still the same size. I got this a couple of years ago, and I had bigger hair, so. But again, this is my Miami Dolphins draft cap, I'm sorry. So another one of my favorites. Now the next one has a similar plastic reflective logo on it, and these are the primary Dolphin colors. So it's going to be the aqua, teal, and orange. I honestly feel like the Miami Dolphins have probably one of the best colors in all of football. So orange underneath. It's another version of a snapback style, also from New Era. And on the back it says Miami Dolphins. I'm really excited to share this video with you guys, because I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell from some of my pictures, but I wear so many hats, and I love wearing hats. I'm afraid that they're gonna make me go bald one day, but I mean, it's all worth it. I love wearing my hats. So another really awesome version of the Miami Dolphins cap right here. Another thing that I wanted to quickly share with you guys, this collection of hats that you guys are seeing. I think I've had these hats for, I want to say, over 10 years. A lot of these are a lot older. Some of them are new. But I have a pretty fun collection. So this final one, the final Miami Dolphin cap that I'm going to show you, excuse me, this one is a throwback logo. This is my favorite Miami Dolphin cap. So also with the primary colors, but with the throwback logo there and the orange bill. I just love that dolphin wearing the football helmet. I think it's one of the coolest logos ever. Also a New Era brand hat, and it is a snapback as well. I like to show my hair sometimes, so. And there is the NFL logo on this hat here. There's the bottom. So this one is my favorite just because of, you know, the colors and that throwback logo. I'm somewhat of a fan of the new logo now, but again, nothing beats the original. So this is the final cap in my Miami Dolphins collection. Now, my final collection of sports hats, I'm sorry, not my final, there's going to be one more, but this collection here is going to be for my Miami Heat, which is my favorite sports team out of all of my sports teams. So this is the collection for them. This first hat is a variation of the Miami Heat Vice design, the Vice colors and the Vice jerseys, which are these type of Vice colors. That's what you would call them. So The Miami Heat, they released a collection of Vice merchandise a couple of years ago, and they've been releasing different styles, and I absolutely fell in love with this one here. So it has Miami in the script writing there. This is the inside of the hat. It has the MH for Miami Heat with the flame here, also embroidered. It is a snapback with the NBA logo here. And then also a new era style cap. But as soon as the Miami Heat released these versions of merchandise and jerseys, this is something that I had to buy. So this was my first ever Miami Heat Vice cap. Now, this next one is another Miami Vice style cap. This one is another one of my absolute favorite dad caps. It has the Miami script here. It's the same on the bottom. And the beautiful Miami Heat Vice logo here. I absolutely love these colors. This one has a different design that I haven't shown you guys yet in the back. This is like a strap design. Sometimes I don't really like wearing these hats backwards because this part hurts my forehead, my big forehead sometimes. So another new era style design, and that is the last of my Miami Heat Vice style caps. Now, this next Miami Heat hat is very special to me. I was extremely fortunate enough to be able to attend the Miami Heat championship ceremony in 2013. I flew to Florida with my dad, my stepbrother, my stepmom, and it was a memory that I would never ever forget. So this is a special edition championship hat that they were selling, and I apologize if it's a little bit dirty. I've had a lot of these in storage, but this one is one of my favorite ones. It has the Heat in gold for their championship that they won. This is an Adidas style brand. There's the bottom of it there. On the inside it says like champions all around it there, if you guys can see that. This is also a different type of like buckle strap back to it here, and it has 2013 NBA champions. So as soon as I saw this cap at the Miami Heat store, I had to purchase it for that special occasion. So this one means a lot to me here. You guys are probably thinking that I'm crazy for all of these hats, and if you guys are just wondering and thinking, I wear all of these hats all the time. It just depends on what mood I'm in or what team I'm watching play. So I'm actually wearing a Miami Heat hat right now. This one is another prized possession of mine just because of how old it is. This one is when the Miami Heat won their first ever championship. This is the 2006 NBA championship Miami Heat hat. This is very, very old. I know a lot of people have resold some of these hats, but this is the original that I've had since 2006. You can tell it's also old because this brand is Reebok. So a pretty old brand there. Another dad style cap. And it says the finals 2006. And then 2006 NBA champions. This is like a Velcro strap here. Don't want to be too loud for you guys, but again, this is one of my most prized possessions because of how old it was. And fun fact, I was in Hawaii, I think my first and only time, or maybe, yeah, I think my first and only time visiting Hawaii when they won the championship. So that was pretty awesome. Now, speaking of championships, this next one is when the Miami Heat won their second ever NBA championship. And this is the 2012 NBA championship hat for the Miami Heat. It took us 6 years to get back to the top, and it never felt sweeter. Has the NBA Larry O'Brien trophy on the side. Another snapback style with the NBA logo in the back. And the Adidas brand here on the side. So again, if you're a sports fan, you know how amazing it feels if you were ever able to witness your team win a championship. I specifically remember how special this championship was because it was LeBron James' first ever championship, and I was able to witness this and see this championship win with my friends from Miami, my friend Christy and Crystal. So it was very special having them over my house and us being able to watch the Miami Heat win the championship. So a special shout out to them. And this again is the 2012 NBA championship Miami Heat hat. Alrighty, so this one, so far until the Heat win another championship, this is my ultimate favorite Heat hat. This one is the back-to-back NBA championship hat. So the Miami Heat won in 2012, and then they ended up winning the following year in 2013. So this hat I freaking love so much. So National Basketball Association Championships 2013 here, and then the fact that it has this back-to-back on it, I love that so much. There's like a unique design here on the bill. I don't know if you guys can see. Another Adidas branded hat, and it has the Larry O'Brien trophy in the back. Another one of these buckle ones that if they only made this in like a snapback version, I would wear it a lot more. But this one is very special to me. Those who like sports or even watch sports know how big of a deal it is to win back-to-back championships in any sport. So this one means a lot. And I haven't even shown you guys my favorite part of the hat. So my favorite part of this hat is underneath the bill. So check this out. Bam. 2013 with the Larry O'Brien trophy. I feel like this is one of the most unique and one-of-a-kind championship hats ever, just because of how they made this one. So this is the end of my Miami Heat hats, and go Heat. Now, I thank you guys for sticking with me this far. This next hat is another sports team. This one is the NHL Florida Panthers hat. My favorite hockey team. Let me show you this one here. And another one of my favorite hats because I love the colors and the design for this hat here. This is also a new logo for the Florida Panthers. I'm going to show you guys the previous logo in my next hat, but this is an Adidas style brand. Also a snapback. It says Florida Panthers there on the back. So I love hockey. Hockey is probably one of the most badass sports out there. I mean, it's just so intense. It's so fast-paced. So I love the Panthers and hockey so much. So this is honestly one of my favorite hats to wear some days as well. Now this next one is another throwback style hat that I have. This one is the Florida Panthers hat. This is their old and original logo, which I kind of like a little bit more. It's the panther leaping out at you. So I think that's really cool. Another 47 style hat. And another hat that is considered one of the franchise hats that do not have an opening here in the back. There is the Florida Panthers wordmark logo. And I actually have a really funny story about this hat. So in 2016, the Florida Panthers made the Stanley Cup playoffs, and they were on a roll. And during the season, I would wear this hat every time they played, and it was like my lucky hat because they would always win. So I obviously would not want to lose this hat or have anything bad happen to it. So my funny story is I was at Disneyland and I was wearing this hat, and I foolishly wore this hat while riding Space Mountain, and I didn't take it off. So guess what happened? This hat ended up flying off of my head, and I swear to you, as soon as that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, this hat is gone forever. I won't be able to get it back. I was so upset and I was so sad. But I believe in miracles. So here I am at the end of the ride. When we're going back to get off, something tells me to just turn around and check the back seat or the cart behind me. And luckily, nobody was sitting in there, but my hat was on the seat. I don't think I've ever been so happy in my life to see a hat, but I was able to get it back, obviously, and I always think about that story whenever I wear this hat or look at it. So again, this is my Florida Panthers hat. Go Panthers. So the last portion of the sports hats, I know you guys have been sticking with it for a long time, so I appreciate your patience. But this final one, or the final two, this is the Anaheim Angels hat. Another one of my favorite baseball teams. This is probably one of my most unique hats here, just because the material. It's very, very soft. It's a super comfortable hat. It's a Nike brand. And I really love this here in the front. Another one of the old school Angel logos. Another snapback style. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like somewhat mesh here in the front, and the back of it is just very soft. So this hat is very, very comfortable, very flexible. So that is the Anaheim Angels hat. A lot of good memories seeing the Angels play. A couple of years ago, I would go all the time to their games, and a lot of good memories seeing them. So this is the last of my sports hats. Another Angels hat. Old school Angels logo. Another 47 style hat here. Don't know if you guys can tell, but 47 is like my favorite brand. I love their hats. Another franchise hat where it doesn't have an opening here in the back. And there isn't really a story behind this hat. I just really liked the classic logo and the dad cap look. And I remember purchasing this one at a mall. So that was the end of my sports hats. Alrighty, so these next hats are like miscellaneous. I have some wrestling hats I'm going to show you guys, some Star Wars, some Disney, things like that. So the first hat, if you guys follow me, I've been wearing this hat the most for the month of October. So this is my Michael Myers Welcome to Haddonfield hat. Probably one of my favorite hats in my entire collection, because look how awesome this is. I'm a huge horror fan, and surprisingly, I've never had any horror hats. So this is my first hat here. It's like a trucker style here with the mesh in the back. And it says Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers. I ended up purchasing this hat at Spirit Halloween this past month in October. So as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it, and it was a must-have for me. So I love it very much. This next hat is another recent purchase of mine. I realized that I didn't really ever have any band or music hats. I love music. It consumes my life. So this is my second favorite band of all time. And as soon as I saw that they released this hat, I had to purchase it. So this one here is my Coldplay hat. And I believe this is considered like a 5-panel hat just from the design and the bill. It fits a little bit differently on you. But I just love this hat so much. I love Coldplay so much. I was fortunate to see them in concert. It has the crescent moon here in the back. I love that so much. And another one of these buckle style backs of the hat. So for those of you that are wondering, or if you can't already tell, I mentioned that this is my second favorite band of all time. My first favorite band or artist of all time is Owl City. So if any of you guys ever see any really cool Owl City hats, just let me know, because I'm going to be the first person to purchase that. But I love you, Coldplay, and their music makes me very happy. So that is my Coldplay hat. Alrighty, so this next one here, this is going to be my Star Wars portion of my hats. So this one is the Alliance Forces Rebel hat. Another very favorite design of mine. I purchased this from the Hero and Villains website. They have a lot of good Star Wars merchandise if you guys want to check them out. It says Since Scarif here, and Scarif is a planet from one of my favorite, or actually my ultimate favorite Star Wars movie, which is Rogue One. So this is a must-have for me. This is the Hero and Villains logo from the company. Little Star Wars logo here. It is a snapback, and it has the Rebel Alliance logo embroidered here, so that's also a really nice touch. But another favorite hat of mine. Now this is my next and last Star Wars hat that I own. This is the Endor Commando hat here from Return of the Jedi. I got this at a convention store warehouse. It's called Frankensons, if you guys have heard of it. So another must-have. It's also a Heroes and Villains brand style hat, also snapback with the Star Wars logo. Okay, and my next hat, you guys have probably seen me wear it in my Disney California Adventure video, and that is the Toy Story Pizza Planet hat. I got this for my job, I believe, and for those of you who might know where I work, I was able to get this hat from the company, so it was really, really cool for me to be able to get. And I love Toy Story, I love Disney, so I thought this was a really awesome hat. Also a new era style hat, and another one of those buckle hats. So I obviously like to wear this hat at Disney. Speaking of Disney, this is a very classic and old Disney style hat that I have here. It's a little bit messed up, but it has Mickey Mouse. This is all embroidered. Goofy. And Oswald. Has all the characters here. This is another Velcro. And this is Peg Leg Pete. Right there. We have Pluto on the side. And lastly, Donald Duck. So another one of my favorite hats. I would always wear this when I would go to Disneyland. But I've had it in storage for so long. Got a little bit messed up here. Okay, so we are on the very last set of my hat collection. These are going to be my wrestling hats, and these are also some of my favorite hats. So to begin with, this is my Bullet Club New Japan Pro Wrestling style hat. It is also a snapback hat here. And another very, very must-have for any wrestling fan, the Bullet Club is one of the most popular wrestling factions or wrestling groups, you would call, of all time. So I've had this hat for a couple of years, and this is probably one of my most go-to hats that I wear the most whenever I go out. So, Bullet Club for life. I love this hat so much, guys. So, that is the Bullet Club. This next one is another very popular group. They are from the WWE, and this one is the Undisputed Era Shock the System hat. Has their logo right there, and then the name of the faction, Undisputed Era. It contains some of my favorite wrestlers, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole. So another must-have for hardcore wrestling fans. This is a hat that I purchased at one of the probably the last WWE event, or one of the last WWE events that I've ever went to. So there it is there. We're almost getting to the end. So this one is the Los Ingobernables de Japón hat, and this is a group of wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling that originated in Mexico. So they were a Mexico group that came over to Japan, and they are one of the most badass wrestling groups of all time. So this is another hat that I love and that I had to get. Another mesh style here in the back with the snapback. So just looking at these hats, I need to wear them a lot more. But another one of my favorites here. Los Ingobernables de Japón. Alrighty guys, and last but not least, my favorite wrestling company ever. This is my All Elite Wrestling AEW hat. This is a wrestling company that started about a year ago. I have since stopped watching the WWE, so I'm sorry for all of you WWE fans, but AEW has my heart now. I am in full support of their company, and I am just so happy to have been a part of their first ever shows. I was able to attend live, so another must-have for a wrestling fan, this AEW championship hat. Or I'm sorry, championship, this AEW hat. I'm so used to all of these championship hats that I mentioned earlier, but yes, so this is my AEW hat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with me and seeing me talk about and show you guys my entire hat collection. Again, as you guys can see, I love wearing hats so much. They're probably gonna make me go bald one day, but for the time being, I have to rock these hats. So thank you guys again so much for sticking with me. Thank you for all your patience. I know my schedule has been pretty bad lately, but I really still appreciate all of your support and for watching my videos. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to release more content. I just got to get my head in the game and make some time. Things have been pretty crazy lately. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you with all of my heart, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And P.S. Be nice to dogs and cats and all animals alike. So you guys take care. I love you so much. Good night, everyone. Peace.